Adrian. I woke up this morning and I was 20 years younger. Can you believe it? Moo! Hi, Deborah. What's happening over here? Let me just check what's going on here. And the cat screams. Benny. Hey, are you in the pot? Oh, she's in the pot. Oh, sun is bright still. It's still high. You can see the summer is here, guys. We're getting a lot of sun. But now at least the sun hits us from the top. So it doesn't burn you straight in the face like in the winter. In the winter it's worse. Freshly shaven. I just shaved it off now. Deborah helped me with it. What I've worked out now, guys, I'm gonna be keeping my beard. Like now I'm gonna leave it for a week. I'm gonna have it freshly shaven every morning. It's only taking me like 5 minutes. I can use a razor for like 5 years. And then what I'm gonna do is then after a week I'll leave my beard and my mustache to grow back. And then it grows back for 2 weeks. By that 2 weeks I go in for my haircut and they color my hair and my beard and my eyebrows because I'm blonde. Everybody, I'm light. That's my color of my hair. So I haven't been a blonde for many years. So then I'm going to keep that, what can I call it, that cycle going. Then I keep the beard and the mustache for, let's say, 2 or 3 weeks. Then I shave it off again and I walk without it for a week. And then I start growing it back, and by the time it's 2 weeks later, I go for my haircut and stuff again. This way, I will always look a little different, but I think I'm gonna be feeling better about it because I've gotten so used to having a beard and a mustache that... Put it down there for me, I'll come feed them. Thank you. So that's going to be a cycle that I'm working out how long, and I'll have both of all worlds. Because why should I always wear a beard and a mustache? Why should I always be clean shaven? There's no rules in this. And I want to have them all. So I think that's what I'm going to try for the next year. Bonjour mon ami. Comment allez-vous? Yesterday I was at a club and I spoke to the bouncer, and they're from Congo and ils parlaient le français et j'ai parlé français avec toi and it was good. But I've got an Afrikaans accent when I speak French. That's a little different. I pronounce my words too clearly, and where I'm supposed to have that flow. So I do carry my accent. My accent's gonna go nowhere. Peut-être je peux faire un spectacle en direct en français. Si nous avons beaucoup de personnes qui parlent français ici sur le direct spectacle. En Spanish, español. Cockroach, cockroach. No, I can speak a little Spanish, but I'm not going to do it now. I have to go make sure I can still. En ich kann sprechen die Deutsche kleine bisschen. Let's go down before I start talking too many languages here. Afrikaans is die beste een van die lot. Ek praat baie Afrikaans, julle. Afrikaans maak my gelukkig. Afrikaans is 'n gemaklike taal om te praat. Daar's baie min mense wat Afrikaans verstaan, maar die mense reg oor die wêreld wat van Suid-Afrika is, wat oral in die buiteland woon, kan my so goed verstaan in Afrikaans. Maar ek sal liewerste Engels praat hierso. I just said there's many people all over all over the world that lived in South Africa. Oh, come on, shh now. And they could listen to my live in Afrikaans. I do a live in Afrikaans these days on TikTok. And the people enjoy it. But I'm sure we have got at least 50 or 80,000 people in and around the world in different countries who speak Afrikaans, but I'm not going. No. Yeah, put it in there. But I will be doing the live, I think, in English. Are you guys ready? Enzo, here comes the first one. Oh, got him at the head. Grab it, Diego. Oh, these dogs are naughty. Guys, you can do whatever you want. Benny, this chicken is gonna get ya. This chicken's gonna get ya. This chicken is gonna get ya, Benny. Got you. Keep quiet, Benny. You would love me to just leave that chicken right there for him. It would be his favorite thing. Are you guys hungry? Gift prepared the chicken for us, so it helps me a lot. Then I can get things done around the house and fix things up. It helps. Pixie, you look so naughty, like you could just take one and run off. Yeah, guys, we all speak a little of any language until we have to use the tenses. Then it's a brand new ball game. Kinda get a little difficult then. Pokey! Cats are eating over here. The yard is nice and clean. Everything is green. Look at the trees. So nice when it's this time of the year and everything is green and it just starts working. And it's like, okay, we've got life. And then you find your cat in the garage. Now, I don't want the cats in my garage anymore. They really make a mess. That's why I have to stick that whole pot with that stuff that I've been placing in. So, because they just walk around and mark the whole place. And I've had enough of painting those parts every now and then. And it causes all kinds of damage, even to the cement. But look how beautiful this car is today, guys. Just look at this. I just took it off. It's fully charged. I drove out today and I went to buy all the stuff that I needed. And brought it back, put it on charge again, charged it full again with the solar system. So it's really starting to work. This whole, how can I put it? Getting more energy efficient every single day. We are now, I think you have to take the step first. If you could take the step and say, okay, I'm not getting energy from the town council anymore. That is now official. Then you have to start making a plan. And I think before you've done that step, you will never really make the right decisions to go completely off grid. But when you've made those decisions, like Diego has made the decision right now that he's still going to eat that. I'm going to eat that, Diego. then you can get it done. Looking forward to your voice message. The big tamale is so important. Melissa, it's absolutely important. Without the big tamale, I don't know what I would have done. And it just started one Sunday afternoon. I grabbed a few pipes, old stuff that I had, and I just put them together. And I thought, okay, if I do this and if I do that, I didn't know how long it should be, how tall it should be. I just started working on the mechanism for the tilting of the panels and then the rotation of the whole thing. And I started quickly just stacking it all together with the welding machine. And the next day I went and I bought a few hinges and things and came back and welded them in. And before you know it, we were making power and shifting that thing over to the other side and making power all the time. And now I'm driving basically solely on solar energy. When I take another car, like when I took the truck now for the chicken, I have to put in fuel, and it's expensive. It costs me quite a lot to drive there and back. But with that truck, I've now reached the point where I know it so well. So if I hit a downhill and there's plenty, then I take it, put it in neutral, and I free. And guys, I free sometimes for up to 5 kilometers. That's like, what's it, 3.5 miles that I free, and you don't use fuel. So I cut it close. I try and save as much as I can on the stuff that takes money, and the things that only needs effort, I try and put in extra effort. That's now how I'm trying to do all the things I do. But we need to get to a point where we need very little money, because money, if it's taken out of circulation and it's not coming around, you've got a problem. And that problem is what we have here in South Africa now. The money comes from the government. They give it in grants to the people. The people go straight to the closest shopping center, to certain shops, and they throw it back in there, and it's gone again. Does not get circulated between the people. Biggest mistake that you can make, because that is how people live from the hand to the mouth and become very, very unindependent. What can I call that? Yeah, it's a little difficult. Okay. Do you need some?
Yes, sir. Sir.
How much?
It's 450.
450.
Yes.
Let me see. Let me just quickly sort this out, guys. Just give me a second here. 450. Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye. Are you going to open for yourself?
No, ma'am. No, sir. I
Okay.
think I'm gonna complain.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Right. I guess I got the remote here. Let me just see. Yeah, I got it here. We just open up for him quickly. He's going home. He got robbed the other day again. That's a problem when they go home and they just gotten their money. Bye bye. Thank you. And when they go home, it's a little difficult for them. They have to get on a taxi and they have to drive into the townships where they live. And there's always guys there that, well, wants to take their money. And he got stabbed about 6 times in the back the last time he worked for me. and then he stopped working for me for about a month, and he came back now. So we want to keep him as safe as possible because it's dangerous when you walk around South Africa with money. So that is our 100 Rand notes. This is what our 100 Rand note looks like. And there's a buffalo at the back. You can see that. We've got very good looking money. This is a 20 Rand note. It's very extremely complicated money. You can see everything. There's probably 50 or 100 places where you can see if this is counterfeit. They've made it like that so you don't, nobody's going to even try to counterfeit this money. It's just too difficult. That's the thing about South Africa. They have to control things extremely. There's even watermarks. Look at the watermark there. What is that watermark? That is like a, almost looks like an owl or something. You can just see. Oh, it's a rhino. From this side you can see there's a watermark in the middle of the note that you can check with the guys. There's so many things. This stripe that runs across here, it's like a, there you can't see it, it's gone. But if you do that, there it appears, and then there's stuff written on it. Our money is extreme. Everything in South Africa is extremely complicated. They have to do it because there's always somebody who is willing to try and copy it and make their own, but they've made it out of such difficult materials, and they've got it so fine-tuned that you cannot reproduce it. So yeah, that's the thing about South Africa. Are bulls in US similar? Okay. Yeah, ours is just multicolored. There's a lot of, every bull is a different color. I saw that the bulls in America are mostly the same color, and just different presidents and stuff. I've got a few $1 bulls here that I brought with me back from Texas a long time ago. Basically the change I had left over. It's always nice to see another country's money and think, how do they work in that? Is the US money complex? Yeah, I bet they did make it very complex, because all around the world people try to make imitations. Do tigers prevent home invaders? Absolutely. I think they're on top of the list of preventing any kind of home invasion. I mean, if you just open the gate, anyone runs away. Doesn't even need to be human. It can be anything. Guys, tiger is the apex predator of the world. I don't call them animals. I call them soldiers. Those are weapons. That's like when soldiers deploy to go somewhere in the world where there's a problem. I think that tigers are nature's army, or how can I put it, soldiers, and they will go and mess up anything that gets in the way. If it's not supposed to be there, they could destroy everything. I'm busy putting up this stuff here. This is what I'm putting up. So this is easy to wipe it clean. So when cats or the dogs do their thing, because that's a real problem in the zoo house, then I can just wipe it and it will be nice and clean. So working on getting the house in such a state where you will be able to clean it so much easier. And yeah, it works great. Placed it up there as well last week. So concentrating on that. I still have to do there behind the on the walls next to the staircase. But it's nice to do. Hey Diego, Enzo. Okay, so this morning got up, Pixie. Pixie. And some of the little ducklings are gone. They're just gone. And I immediately said, that's it. Let's catch them all and go put them in the cage at the back. Come on, let her through. So that's the best way that we could do it, is just to get her to safety where a cat can't enter, because I'm sure it must have been a cat. And you guys, it hurts your heart so much when they're just gone. You don't know what to think, you don't know what to say. So we quickly caught the chickens that was in here. I placed them in this cage when they were little. They grew up to be huge, and now mommy is here with her ducklings. So I'm gonna keep her safe in here. No cat's gonna come around. They can eat, they can just, she can raise them. I'll see who I can bring in here as well. And some of the male ducks, or who she was hanging out with. It would be nice for them to just be able to have company. Let me just put it like that. But yeah, still I have to clean the pool a little. It's almost clean, but not as clean as it was before that huge rain that we had. And there's a cat as well. So I've got another 4 little ducklings here. I'm not sure if I should put them in that cage as well, because the males are here to protect them. And look, here is one walking right here. Yeah, come on, let's go, let's go. Run, 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 little one. There by your mommy. So she's taking care of them so far. It looks all good. I do want to just stay on it. There goes Vanos. Now, those cats are here to catch those little ones, I believe. So I am trying my best to keep them as safe as possible. Inky, hey Inky, you must protect those little ones, eh? You were just like that. Remember when you were born? Yeah. Guys, he hatched out of an egg and I raised him. He loves me so much. He's the friendliest Muscovy I've ever seen in my life. And I'll always remember his dad. His dad was James. James passed away about 2 months ago. I was really sad. But I noticed something very, very strange. When James was lying there with his head on the ground and there was water running towards him, one of the ducks ran and picked his head up so his head would not be in the water. And that told me so much about these Muscovies. They are really not just a duck. And even a duck is not just a duck, guys. Pokey, look how beautiful you look here. Wow. He is absolutely gorgeous. I love having them outside, free to fly up onto the house, on the big tamale, come and sleep next to my desk, next to my computer at night, and they can just fly off if they want. Here's another male. Hey, you guys look pretty in the garden. This one is a bit overgrown now, so I'm going to be taking care of that pretty soon. making sure no fire can come near. But the field won't burn down now. It's too green. But as soon as it dries out, we will have to make sure we know what we're doing. Yeah, you guys. Doggies over here still. It's a little quiet here since the monkeys is gone. With all the monkeys gone, these dogs, I think, has got a lot less company. They're doing okay, and the tigers also. Hey Enzo, hey Diego. But it's okay. You're coming, Pixie? So these ducks, I'm thinking of taking them there as well, so they can hang out with their female. Okay, quiet, 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 quiet. Please. Yeah, it's always nice to just take a walk around and see. Let me just quickly walk up to the solar system. Just take a look at that and then... Hey, Katas, are you on the table? Katas is such a beautiful cat. Love her to bits. Fully charged here. Yeah. All the way. There, something went on now. Taking some amps out of the battery, 15 amps. That's how much the sun is applying now. It's climbing at least. But yeah, there it switched off again. So that was probably the hot water system. Just taking a bit of amps and getting the temperature up. Let's go find some cream for the boys. Let me see. Well, we're not there yet. Let's just see. Yeah, let's go get some cream. These dogs are getting so old. I've had it so many times. You start raising cats and dogs, and eventually they just get so old, and you have to start preparing for their departure. It's not easy, but it's part of life, and you have to do it. So I think Pixie is the oldest one we've got now, and Zach. So I'm already starting to, since they are still quite mobile, I'm already starting to prepare them to eat extra, to be strong enough, and to live still their last years quite well. Okay, wait. Let me put this over here. You ready? Nice cream for the boys. They really love this stuff so much. Little kitten, not seeing anything dropping. She is just keeping herself blind as can be. And she's still not even... Okay, are you guys tired of waiting? Yeah, they love whipped cream, Dave. It's basically the only candy that you can give tigers. I'd say that's the closest to candy for them. I did some videos years ago, you can go look at them, where I've put some all kinds of nice snacks together in a plate in different spots, both tigers the same, and I produced it to them, and then they could just decide which one was their favorite and go down the list eating whatever they wanted. Oh, Diego, I think we're running short here now. It's over. It's finished. Yeah, it's finished. So, tigers like to have that cream. It's gotten really expensive now in the last few weeks. I don't know if it's just not being bought that much anymore by anybody. I buy it for the tigers and that's about it. So I don't think many people buy it. So it's not a product that is in high demand. But they do sell quite a few of them every month, I guess. Kitty cats lying over here. We've got about 4 that needs to go to the vet to get spayed. We'll do that pretty soon. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you buy one for every live, then it starts costing quite a bit. Because you walk in and you buy 15 of them. And Steve O'Brien, thank you so much, Steve. Cream for the boys. I love watching them get excited and shove for it. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, if you go there and you buy the month's supply of cream, then people look at you funny and they think, why are you buying so much cream? What reason in the world could you have? But they do remember me. I have to say, guys, I am starting to get quite famous in South Africa as well. In many countries, I was reasonably famous, but not in South Africa. In South Africa, YouTube didn't really do that well. Cream Fund from Melissa F. Thank you. I think you should put a baby duck in the cage. What? No. No, there's no way I'll do that, Melissa. Oh, the baby. I think you should put the baby ducks in the cage. I mean, okay, now I understand. In the other cage, to make sure that they stay safe. Yeah, I think so too. And now I didn't catch him now. Gift is already home. I can't do it alone. They can run. But I think it is the best way to do it. I should have done it earlier this morning already, but they were still all there. So I didn't really give it. I didn't have much time to do that, but I will. I'll do my best to see if I can get them in there. Yeah, because guys, it's not a nice feeling when you get up in the morning and you count 1 is gone or 2 is gone, and there's just no trace of him. It feels terrible. And there the boys are ready to take it easy. You guys gonna take a bath now. Diego over there. Yeah. So quick, and then it's just back to quiet. My days are very quiet here at the zoo house. It's just the wind and stuff that you hear, the animals, and then when they go to sleep, it is absolute quiet. It's nice, but it is a little too quiet. At least we're getting the place back in order. It went down very quick, and then we started just in time to pick everything up and start cleaning and repairing everything that needs to be repaired. So we're making progress. The stuff that we have here stays. At least if you don't do your maintenance, you start throwing it away real quick. So we got stuff restored already. Looks good. I still need to do this wire fence. Still deciding how to do it, but we will. I'm a little worried about this tree. If this is going to be one of those trees that has all those fruits every year, and it's going to become a big tree. I'm just worried that I'm going to become old enough that it becomes a problem. If you're old already and you think, well, I don't have many years left, you think, well, it's going to be somebody else's problem, so I'm going to leave it. But when you know it's going to be your problem, you start thinking about it and imagining how you would clean up after it. But I'm still going to think about it for a week or two. But I think I'm going to leave the tree. I like it there. Came up by itself. And it would be great. Now the tigers are going to just walk away, slam their bodies to the floor and sleep. Hey Diego. Enzo, don't bother him now. Why do you guys always have to do that? There goes Enzo looking for more trouble. We're just gonna hear wild roars. I don't know, he's coming back. I'm glad. If this tree could speak, the stories it will tell could be magnificent. Hey Michael, you should collect the best growls and roars from my namesake Diego and Enzo on reels or in a video. The way Disney has material to make lion roars in their movies. Yeah, I've got quite a few really good examples of tiger roars. I see a lot of people use them in their own videos. It's something you don't just find anywhere. Because guys, if you have tigers, you don't necessarily have one that roars well. You have to have a few, and then one of them might be a good roarer. Let's say it that way. But yeah, Diego is the roaring champion of the world, I think. Do they still get whipped cream? Christine Williams, yes, you are just a little bit too late, but you can go back and watch it. I gave it to them just a few minutes ago. They really enjoy it so much. Hello from Brazil. Yeah, there's the roaring now. Let's go speak to the boys. Oh, come on. My cables are hooking. Hey boys, what you guys doing? Enzo. The roaring champion is Diego. But when Enzo gives a good roar, guys, then you know he means business. Are you showing that you're cute, Enzo? Giving yourself a neck massage. Have you ever thought about having a Bengal and Amur? I can get it again. And Amur tiger together. Sometimes soon people still don't see the difference between the two tigers subbreeds. I do. Yeah, Diego Garcia. The thing is, the Amur tiger is basically the Siberian, but since they're not really coming, you can't find them in Siberia these days. They've been changing their name from Siberian to Amur tiger, and there is a big difference between them. The Amur tiger has got much thicker fur. He is bigger, and his fur coat makes him look much bigger. The Bengal has got smooth, short hair, especially on his body. If he swims, he glides through the water. He becomes slick, and I think a Siberian can easily carry 50 kilograms of water in its fur. I'd say a Bengal can carry about 20 kilograms of water in his fur. So there's a big difference in the fur. But I'd say they are about the same size in length as Enzo, not Diego. Diego's got shorter legs. But I've heard that the average Bengal is bigger than the average Siberian or Amur. So I don't think that's accurate. I've seen some Siberians, they are huge, especially when you look at features like the ears, the nose, the feet, the tail, and then of course the thickness of its body. That is really on another level. But like I say, that thickness of the body, that volume, it's probably because of the fur. But there's no doubt about it, when you weigh him, your Amur is going to weigh more than the Siberian. But be careful, Enzo is a huge Bengal. And the last time I saw a Siberian, I think he was a little bit maybe shorter than Enzo. But still, the features like the nose, the ears, and even the teeth are much bigger. About 30% bigger, I'd say. And that's big. Yeah, there's so many things about them. Diego. Yeah, I think there used to be a lot in Siberia, but apparently I've heard that about 10 years ago that they are changing the name from Siberian to Amur just because they don't exist. There's not so many that exist in Siberia anymore. Hanging out there. They love these green leaves on the trees. Russians love to keep big cats as pets. Do you think if someone accidentally broke into your house and fall on the tiger's ambient, they would eat the guy? Well, they're definitely not going to just leave him alone. I think they will definitely bite him. And, well, they're not really hungry at any given time. I feed them well. They shouldn't eat the guy. But I think he might just get a few holes poked in him, and that's not nice. That's something that he would regret for the rest of his life. How many people have tigers in Africa? Like, I'm not sure about Africa. Africa is a huge continent, guys. It's running from the southern point of Cape Town or Cape Algoa, the southernest post on, and it goes up about 10,000 kilometers to Europe. So Europe is just on the other side of Africa. It's a huge continent. I don't think we will ever know how many people all around Africa has tigers, but there's a few in South Africa, and just in my facility I know of probably 3 or 4 guys who is keeping big tigers like this, and it's the easiest animal to keep. You should just know the rules. You need to give it a good, nice area, good food, some swimming pool, jungle gym, trees, nice walkways for stimulation, and then they are quite happy. Yeah, I don't think I've seen any unhappiness on these two. It's just like I said the last time, maybe they could start to miss female companionship. But like someone told me, if you want to see an explanation of the word uncontrollable, you bring a female tigress here who is on heat, and you will pretty soon know what uncontrollable looks like. There's nothing that you can do. If you put her on the other side of the wall, he goes through the wall. There's nothing you can do. What do you think about the narcissism of inexperienced people who compare tigers and lions when it has always been known that tigers are more powerful? They say 9 out of 10 times a tiger will win the fight. Most of that is because the tiger stands on his hind legs and he's got two basically arms with claws to fight with, where a lion stands on three legs and he hits with a downward motion with his paw. But guys, don't think that a lion is not as strong. A lion is it's very strong. And when these guys are in a real fighting mood, there's nothing that compares to that. They become really, really vicious. So I think it's the fight in the lion. How big is the fight in the lion? And they've all got different personalities. That's what I love about them, is they are not just driven by instinct. They have common sense. They have their own methods. They do think about things before they do something. Doesn't matter what they decide. They may decide at any point to do just about anything. That is what makes them dangerous. You can have a tiger that will be very friendly 90% of the time, and then in that 10% he gets you on the finger, and that is not nice. So yeah, leopards are my favorite cat. Yeah, we don't really see them here in South Africa anymore. The other day I went to the chicken farm and I took a picture of a serval. It was a beautiful cat, and nobody there had seen this specific cat. And I was lucky enough to stop by a tree, and there in the road I saw the serval, and I took 2 or 3 nice pictures of him, and I showed the people there, and they were so impressed because they just heard rumors. They never saw that serval. And guys, he's beautiful. And I told them, you must leave him there because he is taking care of rats and all kinds of rodents and things that he needs. That's his job. He will take care of it. So look at Diego here in this bush over here. Are you hiding, Diego? Saw on 98 National Geographic video, wild dogs in India chased a tiger. It turned and fought off and killed 14 of them before it itself was killed. Wow. Yeah, guys, they are not unkillable. That's one thing I'll tell you about a tiger. But like you say, there 14 of those dogs were killed, and they really do deliver a fatal bite. So, and I've worked it out. If they open their jaw all the way, they will be able to take a normal sized person and bite him on the shoulder and penetrate the heart with those fangs. So they can bite you straight into the heart just by putting your shoulder or your neck or your trap basically in their mouth. So don't go play with them. And you know, you don't always get to see what the people in those areas look like. But here in South Africa we do have some Indian people, and especially the women. They are extremely tiny. They are very, very tiny. And not all of them, but I have seen quite a lot of very, very tiny Indian ladies. And I think to them, this tiger is twice as big. Because, I mean, I think they weigh like 40 kilograms. That's like 80 pounds or maybe 60 pounds, the actual people. So, how does that compare to a 600-pound tiger? It's a very, very big advantage that the tiger has over them. And you don't know that unless you've seen how tiny those women are. They can be really, really tiny. I remember looking at a lady who worked at the bank the other day, and I just thought, wow, you are so tiny. I can see you, that must look like a monster to you if you ever see a tiger. And I think that's exactly what they look like to them. I'm from Texas, and my husband was a tree trimmer, so almost got bitten by a baby once. One appeared on the sidewalk once, and I was walking by. Wow. Well, I gotta go. See you later, alligators. All right, Andrew. Have a good day. Seen a few of them. Verdelas. Bye, Chompy. Bye, Andrew. Raphael Coulon. Look, your hidden origin. What is Enzo doing? He is napping. He is in his third dream already. You know what Homer Simpson said? Dreaming is the cheapest form of entertainment available. So I think he's using his cheapest entertainment system right now. Diego as well. What is your thought when people cross a tiger and a lion? They can get really big. Yeah, no, if you found a tiger in the wild, you're going to have to phone somebody and say goodbye, because you're not going to be able to get away from him. If he sees you and you are not within a kilometer of, doesn't matter where he is, he could be 5 kilometers down or up on a mountain or whatever. If he starts running towards you, you are going to get caught, because he can run 60 kilometers an hour, and he can do it for some time, and he is motivated. You running away will probably do 30 kilometers an hour, and you will not be able to go through that river as quickly as a tiger can, or through the bushes, or through jungle. So I think when you are in a jungle and you see a tiger, you have to be very quick to decide what you're going to do, because that is going to determine if you're going to make it or not. If you are going to stick around and wait for him, he's going to eat you. You're going to see how he eats you. So I would suggest to get away from him as quickly as you can, and especially if he is running towards you. And don't for 1 second think that he stopped. You just have to keep on running until you get into a safe place. But guys, it's no joke. If you see a tiger in the wild, you better get out of there. He's going to be coming for you, especially if he's hungry, if he hasn't eaten in a while. Well guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna be cleaning up a few things quickly, packing away some stuff. There's still daylight. It's so nice now that summer has arrived that we can actually use some time again after the live. Usually when the live is done, the whole place is dark and there's nothing that you can do. So at least I do have an hour or so still left with daylight, and I can do so much in that hour. So thank you, Steve and Melissa. You guys are great. Thank you very much for everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I'll see you guys again pretty soon. Like always, have a great day and take care. All right, guys. Goodbye.